So 5 now for Murray State. Iowa went on that 12-0 run after falling behind in the early minutes. So it has got a good grip on this one. 7-point edge in our first round of 64 game today. Stremlo wants 3. Hayden controls it. You've got several of the really talented freshmen on the floor now. Guyton is one of them for the Hawkeyes. Got blocked from behind, and then a tie-up. Murray State will take it.
Yeah, Jan Jensen going with 3 freshmen right now.
Well, this prolific Murray State team, you mentioned, they averaged nearly 88 points per game. Scored 96, by the way, in their MVC semifinal win against Drake. They are a hot team coming into this tournament, winners of 10 in a row, and they knocked out some of the best teams in the MVC down the stretch. Drake, one of them. That should stay here.
Right now, turnovers are the main issue for Murray State because they can't even get into their offense. That's now 5 turnovers. They
do say that one was last touched by the Racers. Caitlin Young has only taken 2 shots. That's it. Olsen on the fall away. Rebound to Learn. Lead feed up ahead to Haven Ford. Ford accelerates and scores it.
I like that take from Ford because right now Murray State is having trouble getting within the front line of that Iowa defense. So Ford just pushes in transition. She's one of the quickest players for the Racers.
Don't leave Stremlo open. The freshman from Wisconsin knocks it down. Iowa by 8, first quarter. First round action in Norman. There's Young, 31 in the Navy. Looking for Ford. Iowa cuts her off. Young can stretch it, but Murray State remains cold from beyond the arc. They're 0 of 5. 22 wins for Iowa this year. Top half finish in the revamped Big Ten. And a win against Southern Cal. The late goings of the season really sparked them. Oh, nice give and go, or pick and roll. Hayden could not finish with the left. This is the senior Trinity White backing it out. Starts to create herself. 8 to shoot. This is Young off the bounce. Kick it back out to Polk for 3. This is Learn. Another offensive board. And Ava Learn has got 4. The most improved player in the MVC with 1 second here on the timer. That one's offline. And Iowa takes the 18-12 lead after the first quarter. Round of 64 action in Norman, just down the road from downtown Oklahoma City.
At AT&T, we confidently guarantee the prompt service you deserve.
All right, no spoilers. Let's do this.
Avoiding spoilers? That's not guaranteed. It could be anyone, right?
You did it! For the win, baby!
Okay, that's pretty specific. You know what's not a spoiler? That you can speak to a tech expert within 5 minutes or get a call back at any time you choose. Or we'll make it right.
Other sausage brands use non-meat filler. That's just non-good. Keep it real, people, and keep it juicy.
La Roche-Posay Dark Spot Revolution. Mela B3 Serum. 85% showed reduction in the look of persistent dark spots. Powered by multi-patented Melasil for all skin tones. La Roche-Posay.
Forgot to moisturize? No, you didn't. Introducing our first ever body wash for 24-hour lotion soft skin straight from the shower with millions of micro moisture droplets. Try new Dove body wash.
My mom, she was a single mother, and she did everything she could to take care of us. Teaching me money wasn't everything, but you needed to live a good life, so the Experian app can help you save time and money, build your credit, just help you gain more knowledge in finances. So download the Experian app right now.
We about to level up. We about to level up.
The next icon of vacations, Star of the Seas. Book today.
Here's another tip from the Tool Shack, how to create a home court advantage.
So I brought in Scott for some fresh ideas.
Zach, I did it. Home field advantage. Scott's plays double coverage. Defend it, feed it.
Do they make basketball cleats?
Grass.
The NCCA, driving change to do more for today's student athletes. The NCCA programs deliver $4 billion in scholarships every year. Those D1 scholarships are now guaranteed. Health and well-being services are mandatory. Student athletes get tutoring as well as financial literacy coaching because almost everyone is going pro in something other than sports. The NCCA, driving change to do more for today's student athletes.
My world is in constant motion. The gym, the airport, the spotlight. I've learned that when I'm comfortable, I'm able to slow things down. Viewer dream that moves with me, stretches as I stretch, and keeps me steady through it all. So even though I'm always on the move, it's the comfort of DreamNet that keeps me grounded.
Welcome back to the NCAA Women's Championship. It's presented by Capital One. After one quarter, Iowa with the 18-12 lead, and they dominated inside the paint.
Yeah, this Hawkeyes team has been on the attack. 14 of their first 18 have come in the paint. Lucy Olsen got things going.
I said I was going to be on mic at 1, but I was going to make an announcement now. I've gotten more brackets today and then like late last night, so make sure if y'all have filled out your brackets on like the ESPN website, you can submit it to me. Just DM me at StarfighterRev1. That's my Twitter. If you just type in Starfighter Reviews on Twitter, you'll find me. Yeah, just send me a DM of a link of your bracket from that ESPN fantasy site. That's it. Person who has the highest winning percentage of their bracket wins a free jersey of their choice.
And so remaining on the bench in the second quarter, as you would expect, Hannah Stolke, that is the junior veteran, such a critical piece to those back-to-back title game appearances. Picked up the 2 fouls, as you mentioned, just a couple minutes into the game. And so Murray State needs to respond. They have turned it over far too often here in the first half. Layup at
Say it again.
rolls off.
I'll say it again.
And now Ford has her eyes up. Iowa gets back.
We are still doing a March Madness giveaway. We got even more brackets this morning and like last night. If you made a bracket on like the ESPN Fantasy app, all you got to do is send me a link. Just DM it to me on Twitter. Just type in Starfighter Reviews on Twitter. You can DM it to me. Whoever has the highest winning percentage, gets a free jersey of their choice. Yeah, it's that simple. Even day 2, you can still enter and still win. Well, Iowa heard you.
And that's a beautiful possession that started with the
They
patience
heard you. You're not
of
losing this
hiding
game.
in the post. She kicked opposite
I'll
to
be damned.
Olsen, who got
Is
herself
Caitlin there?
into the paint, made another
You know when
extra
Caitlin's there,
pass,
they don't
and
lose.
The other freshman, Stremlo, knocking it down. How about these
They
young
don't lose.
Hawkeyes?
Iowa's got a lot of capable outside shooters. Stremlo is turning into one in front of our eyes. He rarely has taken threes this year, and she's got 2 this opening half. So
Yeah, I got so many messages about Georgia Tech last night. Shit was hilarious.
on Olsen.
They're like, make the space, don't run from the smoke. I'm like, oh my
This
god.
was just a beautiful sequence. Hayden turns
The
and kicks
is like
opposite.
the
Lucy
most
Olsen,
fluke of a
fundamental
game
play
that
well
Georgia
from
Tech
2
lost.
feet.
The
Kicks
most
it out
fluke
to
of a
Taylor
game.
Stremlow, who
We
only
haven't
produced 2
played that
points per
bad
game
in like
on the season. As you mentioned, she's knocked down 2
years.
triples.
We have not
Getting
played that bad in
scoring
years.
from unlikely sources.
The
I
offense
don't know
has
what
been
the
more
ladies.
consistent.
I don't know what they were smoking
Last
before the
month and a
game.
half of the season. Why? What has led to that?
It's really
Yeah,
started with the
yeah,
2 guards.
yeah. They disappointed
Lucy
me,
Olsen and Sydney
but
Falter,
you
and
know,
they've
it
really
is what
gotten
it is.
going from 3 as well. And I just think all of the
It
pieces
is what it is,
have
I
really
guess.
come together well with integrating Olsen in at the point guard
Anyway,
spot.
yeah, y'all submit your bracket. Yeah,
So she has dominated inside, and she's already tied her season high 11 in the first half.
That's my Twitter handle. All you gotta do is DM me the link to your bracket, and you can,
have worked really well
you can have a
together on
chance
the
to win.
connection screen and rolls, finding each other. She's got a size advantage inside.
Right. Enjoy the game. I'll be back on
Riley
like that.
Pena fires and
1
connects. That's a good 3-point
32
shooter
minutes.
off the bench for Murray State, and they needed that one. Their first triple goes down. 6-point game.
Yeah, this is a Murray State team second in the country. They make about 10 per game. Ooh,
Boy,
that's easy.
That is a deep post catch. And Hayden is just on a rampage right now with 13 of Iowa's 25.
The happiest person is Lucy Olsen. She has a huge grin on her face right now. Like, let me just get my freshman the ball every time down the floor. That time, Hayden had the mismatch severely on that last bucket. That was like a little Tykes hoop.
Yeah. And Hayden now, a step through.
She's putting on a clinic.
Can't miss. It's a 15-point first half for Hayden. Iowa 27-17 advantage. Young's got the ball here. It's been a bit of a struggle offensively for Young. She earns another trip to the free throw line. And we'll try to get her team to inch a bit closer here. For the 5th straight year, every NCAA Women's Championship game is on the networks of ESPN. And remember, for more info on the tournament, you can go to NCAA.com, your home for all 90 NCAA championships. March Madness, it is back upon us here. Again, pretty chalky first day yesterday. Round of 64 continues today. And the second round, Sunday to Monday, as every team has got the dream to march all the way to Tampa. Young, by the way, after missing a pair previously, gets that one to go. The MVC tournament MVP, like you said before, the back-to-back 30-point games last week. That time, Addison O'Grady could not get it to go, so Young with some nice defense in the paint.
And this time of year is why I love a player like Caitlin Young, because we don't get to hear a lot about her. She's a top 15 scorer in NCAA Division I history, and she's getting her time on the big stage today.
So prolific. So with these 4 points, she's going to start passing some legends, by the way, today. O'Grady with good position. That's Young with the rebound. Inside of 6 minutes here, second quarter. Iowa has had a pretty sizable lead for much of it. This Hawkeyes program that has been at the mountaintop of the sport for several years. They come into this tournament as a 6 seed, and they start a March run away from home for the first time in a couple of years. After the miss, we got a tie-up. Ball back to the Racers. So Young, Kim, she's got 4. And so with the 4 points, she passes one of the all-time greats. This is the D1 all-time scoring list. And look who is in her sights. She could possibly pass a couple others like Elena Deladon and Maya Moore today if she gets going.
I mean, that entire list is just insane legends of the game. And like I said, that's why I love this time of year, because I'm sure there's a lot of people tuning in right now that have never heard of Caitlin Young. How about this, Kevin? They have already retired her jersey. They surprised her with it on senior day. Her jersey is already up in the rafters. Her career hasn't even come to a close yet.
Yeah, Took Caitlin Clark a year, by the way, to get the jersey retired. That three is down. And another one from Briley Pena. So the junior from Jonesboro, Arkansas, very capable outside shooter, has got Murray State back within 5. Another whistle, by the way, on this side of the floor. That is the first on Ava Learn. So Olsen inbounds. Olsen, little give and go. Lucy Olsen now with 6.
She's so crafty. She inbounded it. She ran up the middle of the lane, came off the screen, gave it up, got it back, ran off of the same screen. Going down, she moves so well without the ball.
Got the 6 assists now as well. Learn with the answer on this end. That's 6 for the senior, Ava Learn. Murray State has tightened this one up just a bit here in the second. A Falter trying to take Pena off the bounce. Cut off, and now back out to Guyton. Guyton with the left-hand dribble, falls, and it's a traveling violation. Ball back to the Racers with 4:15 to go in the second. It's Murray State and Iowa on the big stage. The NCCA Women's Championship is presented by Nike. You can't win, so win.
Basketball has taught me a lot, but one lesson stands out. It's not about where you're from. It's where you shoot from.
Why are we walking so slowly? It makes this scene feel more cinematic.
I get that. It's just maybe not the best time to walk in slow motion.
It's the only time to walk in slow motion.
Panera's packed with flavor bagel just got stacked with even more for just $7.99. Meet our new Asiago Bagel Stacks. Choose from the chicken Roma with grilled chicken and green goddess dressing, the spicy steak or zesty Tuscan. Only $7.99 each and only at Panera for a limited time.
Oh, it makes me want to tear up. I swear to God. There ain't no way I would be here without TikTok. I got really good at tearing motors apart and putting them back together, and the car still worked. I received so much support for that, and it made me feel like, okay, maybe I can really, really, really do this. My business has tripled in the last year because of me sharing my videos on TikTok. I wouldn't be able to support the families that work for me now without TikTok, without the increase in sales.
Krista, this is like the 3rd year you're 45. Screen for colon cancer already.
And cancel brunch?
Ask for Cologuard. It's effective and you can screen at home.
It's for people 45 plus at average, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider for Cologuard.
Come on, here we go. Whoa. You don't have to go with me this time.
What about the Wolves?
Don't forget about the Grizzlies.
Kia, movement that inspires.
It's the finals. Winner takes it all. From early season slumber to giant killers. Will NYGC rise to the occasion, or will Atlanta Drive find another gear and continue their electric run? It's all up for grabs in this best of 3 series. Who will take the cup? Keep up. It's golf.
The NCCA Women's Championship is presented by Capital One, and it's also brought to you by Nike. You can't win, so win. Back in Norman, Oklahoma, round of 64 action is just underway. Day 2 of the Women's Championship, Iowa by 5. Ava Hayden, the freshman from Sherwood, Oregon, has been a matchup problem for the Racers today.
Yeah, Hayden came into the game early when Hannah Stolke got foul trouble, and she has just been assertive. She's been fundamental. She's kept things simple. The screen and roll action between her and Olsen has been automatic. And look at that footwork there. She's been patient. She's been fundamental. Ava Hayden, 13 points on an efficient 6 of 8 shooting, 5 rebounds as well, as Hannah Stolke still looks on. She picked up 2 fouls less than 2 minutes into this game.
Stolke, the 2-year starter, all-conference veteran. Boy, that is a great insurance and protection. You bring Hayden, who, remember, was a very highly rated recruit. Ford to the basket, draws the foul. And so Haven Ford is at the line for the first time this afternoon. That vaunted freshman class for Iowa. Remember, they had to grow up as this year has played out, blending with a player like Olsen, who just picked up her 2nd foul, and some of the many returners off of that team that won a school record 34 games a season ago. Jan Jensen, I think she said it best yesterday, we've got more consistent. We were like a fine wine. We were going to get better with age. We had to blend together. So they have only gotten better as this year has played out. Meanwhile, Murray State has got it back to a 3-point game.
Yeah, Murray State has settled in really nicely defensively, offensively, but Olsen still having her way on that end. But Murray State, I think they've gotten a little bit more rhythm offensively. They're moving a little bit more. Let's see if they could get Caitlin Young some more touches. She's been pretty quiet outside of those opening minutes.
Oh, Learn seals off her defender nicely. Blew the layup, got it back. That's a missed opportunity there for Murray State. Learn thought there was contact. And Iowa back into the front court. Olsen off the screen. Lucy Olsen on the pull-up.
Murray State has not adjusted to how they're defending Lucy Olsen on the ball screen. They're sending her defender chasing over the top of the screen, and they're playing in drop coverage. Lucy Olsen is as good of a mid-range shooter as there is in the country. Yeah. And right now she's just pulling up and dropping those jumpers.
Yeah, they're going to get poked there for the offensive foul. Pushed off with the right. Iowa now seizes momentum back. They got the ball, too.
And here's Lucy Olsen, who's just been so fundamental. Pump fake drives. And then this is the one where they're chasing over the top of the screen, but Young is just sagging back in the paint. Young has to step up and meet Lucy Olsen because she will drain mid-range jumpers all day like she's shooting in the driveway.
Yeah, she's too quick, too skilled. So Murray State must make the adjustment. Iowa shooting 46% from the floor on this side. Again, a lot of high percentage looks at the rim. They whistle Hayden there for the loose ball foul. And so that is her 2nd. So that's 2 on Hayden, 2 on Stolke.
2 on Olsen, who Jan Jensen has left Olsen in the game. Looks like she's going to send a sub up for Hayden. Hopefully she doesn't pick up her 3rd here on this possession.
Yeah, it's
I would take it right to her.
Yep, Addison O'Grady at the scores table. Young barging in.
Ooh, yep,
and
there
yeah,
it is.
she does draw the foul. It's a great pump fake. 3rd foul on Hayden. Good call, partner. So remember, coming up at the half, we've got our Degree halftime show. El Duncan, Shania Gomake, Andrea Carter, they're going to preview that UConn Arkansas State game. It is the Degree in the studio coming up. Round of 64 action just getting started this afternoon.
Caitlin Young staying aggressive. She just 1 of 6 from the floor, but that was a smart take from her. Getting Hayden to pick up that 3rd foul.
Olsen puts it in. There's another.
Yeah, Lucy Olsen is just so skilled. She's really worked to diversify her offense. She's been living in the mid-range in this game.
She's got 12. Poke for 3. That's strong. Iowa back down the floor. 4-on-4 sequence. Olsen, the Euro step, offensive foul. Boy, Pena has had a really fine impact in this game coming off the bench.
And before we look at that one, here's another bucket from Lucy Olsen, who, again, just plays the game off of 2 feet. But this time, Murray State, Briley Pena predicted this one well, setting up for that charge. And that is Olsen's 3rd foul.
You got 2 starters, and then Hayden, who has been the most effective post player in this game, all with 2 or more fouls. And there's the second on Kylie Fierbach. So Murray State in a bonus. They're going to go shoot some free throws here. The fouls piling up now in this second quarter.
Yeah, and it was interesting because Jan Jensen took a gamble on both Hayden and Olsen, leaving them in the game with 2. And Olsen, I could see she's a player you trust. She probably should have known a little bit better on that Euro step right into the defender. But certainly mounting foul trouble right now for the Hawkeyes.
There they are, that duo, Hayden and Olsen again, have been whistled for 3 fouls. So here is Hallie Polk, by the way, at the line. Obvious all-conference selection for Murray State this year. She's from Waterloo, Iowa, so very familiar with several players on that Iowa side. And after she hits the free throws, it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, interesting 90 seconds here to see if Murray State can capitalize on a couple of key Iowa Hawkeyes, including the point guard being on the bench here. Can they close into this lead?
Here's McCabe, 4-3.
There's one player on the Iowa scouting report you cannot leave open from 3. It's Taylor McCabe. That's really all she does out there.
Haven Ford blocked, and Iowa recovers. Iowa on the move. This 8-point advantage, its largest of the first half. It has been in front just about every moment. McCabe, bounce it down. This is O'Grady. Looking, no cutter available. Stremlo from 15, got it.
And these are all important buckets for Iowa, with 2 starters on the bench, with Hayden, who's been their best scorer. Different players keeping this offense afloat.
It's an 8-point first half for Stremlo, not known as a scorer off the bench. 10-point lead. 20 seconds in the half. This is White, checks the timer. Dribble drive, Polk wants the 3, offline. And so one last sequence here for Iowa with the 10-point lead, 8 to play. Here's Guyton. Guyton with the crossover, the step back, puts it up and puts it in. Iowa takes a 12-point lead to the break, its largest of the first half.
This Iowa team has got a lot of production from their freshmen. Lucy Olsen as well. She's up to 12. Ava Hayden has 13.
Great half for the Hawkeyes. They shoot 49% from the floor. Time for Degree in the studio. Let's go to Elle.
Welcome to Degree in the studio.
That's right. I'm Elle. I've got Andrea Carter and Shanae Agumake here. And Dre, when you talk about this 12-point lead for Iowa, to you, next woman up was on full display for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, Ava Hayden, 6'4", freshman, comes into the game when Hannah Stolke gets in foul trouble. I was so impressed because, one, she's a freshman. This is her first NCAA tournament game. But also, Ava Hayden is a player that up until the Big Ten tournament was in single digits. She hadn't scored in double digits until the Big Ten tournament, and then she puts up 11 points against Michigan State, 10 points against Ohio State. She's keeping that same energy and confidence here in the NCAA tournament, and it was huge for Iowa.
You know what they say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready, and that's what she did exactly. But also, you have to look, if you're Iowa, you finished the quarter strong, especially leading into the second half. You're dealing with multiple players in foul trouble. Hannah Stolke has only played 2 minutes, 0 points. Now she's fresh for the second half. You have to feel good about what you're doing. Lucy Olsen also had a great second quarter, I believe 8 points in that one. So they're dealing with adversity with the refereeing, but it seems like it's poised and positioned them to be good moving forward.
Yeah, this has been a great first half. We certainly have some more games coming up that we anticipate will be fantastic as well. Let's take you around. We've got, of course, up on ABC, 3-time Big East Player of the Year, 2021 AP Player of the Year, Paige Beckers in her final NCAA tournament. UConn with Arkansas State on the way. Then at 2 Eastern on ESPN, a 2:15 matchup, NC State facing Vermont. NC State returned 72% of its points from the team that made the Final Four just a season ago. And then at 3 Eastern on ABC, we've got Big Ten Player of the Year, Juju on that beat, and the 1-seed Trojans taking on Greensboro. USC has the second highest scoring duo in D1 with Watkins and Stanford transfer Kiki Arioff. Look at Lucy Olsen, the transfer, doing a little bit of everything. That shake, that bait.
The sideline.
Hey, do you know the show I Love Lucy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Classic.
What? In the Studio is presented by new whole body deodorant from Degree for all day odor protection from your pits to your feet.
Welcome back to the studio, where the big story is a $10 off haircut coupon at Great Clips, sharp moves, expert fadeaways, and a $10 off haircut coupon. No, but it's a $10 off haircut coupon, man!
I'm more than relapsing MS, and I want to spend my time my way. I chose Kesimpta because it works for me and my busy life.
Kesimpta is a B-cell treatment that gives you the power of proven results for reduced relapses
and slowed disability progression. When ready, I take it at home in 1 minute a month.
Don't take if you've had an allergic or life-threatening reaction to Kesimpta or have hepatitis B. Your doctor should test for hepatitis B before treatment. If you've had it, it could return. Serious side effects, including fatal infections, can happen, especially taken before or after other medicines that weaken the immune system. PML, a rare brain infection that may be fatal or cause severe disability, can occur. Tell your doctor if you had or plan to have vaccines, or you are or plan to become pregnant. It's not known if Kesimpta will harm your unborn baby. Certain antibodies may decrease and should be monitored. Most common side effects are upper respiratory infection, headache, and injection reactions, including swelling, itching, pain, skin redness, fever, headache, muscle pain, chills, and tiredness.
Ask your doctor about starting with Kesimpta for RMS.
Welcome to our world of extraordinary hydration science.
Meet Liquid IV, sugar-free hydration, scientifically formulated with electrolytes, vitamins, and 0 artificial sweeteners. Liquid IV, sugar-free.
NCAA athletes don't just compete, they make history. Representing our nation with pride and excellence, they bring home the hardware. Our college campuses serve as training grounds for the next generation of stars. Catch tomorrow's Olympians and Paralympians on the NCAA Championship stage today.
Why do Dude wipes clean better?
Because they're extra large?
Because they're flushable.
Because obviously wet cleans better than dry. Let's watch. The wet side clears while the dry just smears.
It's just like our butts.
Dude wipes. Best clean, pants down.
My sister's 40th birthday party has a dress code, and I got nothing. She said, you have to look nice. Just go to Men's Warehouse, they'll decide everything for you. What? Sister's birthday. She's an adult. Please help me.
Follow me.
I knew it. I'm hot.
Did I need to flex this hard on my sister's birthday? Yes.
Nice outfit, little brother.
Oh, this old thing. Where's the cake?
We don't have cake. I'm 40. I'm 40.
She's 40, you guys.
When we are together, there is nothing better. When you're here, it feels like home.
Craft together something special with Kraft Natural Cheese.
Welcome to Degree in the Studio.
I think the theme of the freshmen yesterday was what, Dre? Unbothered?
Yes, unbothered.
Like South Carolina's Joyce Edwards, finishing with 22 points, 75% shooting. 7th South Carolina player to reach those marks in a tourney game in the last 25 years. Then for Michigan,
too small.
Michigan had a trio of freshmen: Silas Swartz, Mila Holloway, Olivia Olson, all scored in double figures.
Fresh legs, Dre. You know, to be young.
Those
to be young.
They combined for 39 points en route to their win. Then there was Jelani Cambridge. She did just about everything for the Buckeyes. Listen to this stat line: 10 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals. Just the third Buckeye player in the last 25 years to do that in a tournament game. And last but not least, Taj Roberts. She scored a game-high 16 points for the Cardinals. The team's won their last 5 games when she scores at least 15 points. And no doubt we are expecting a freshman standout performance today from UConn Sarah Strong. She has 11 20-point games this season, third best by a UConn freshman in the last 25 seasons, trailing only, look at those two, Paige Beckers and Maya Moore. Those players are pretty good. That's good company.
Right. Can you imagine being on that list?
I would have like imposter syndrome.
Couldn't tell me anything.
You'd be different. Okay.
UConn, of course, getting ready at 1 o'clock to kick off their tournament. What are you looking for from this Big Three?
I love it when we're able to give super stellar seniors their flowers, and that definitely is deserved for Paige Beckers because she's likely going to be the #1 pick in the WNBA draft in like a month or two. But what's even wild is that we are able to celebrate her being full circle. Someone who walked in as the national, player of the year her freshman season, went through adversity, now is back better than ever, having probably the most efficient season we've seen from a guard in like 20 to 30 years.
Paige Beckers is so skilled, efficient, resilient, and you could use those same words to describe AZ Fudd. It has not been an easy college journey for AZ Fudd. Oh, how long has it been since we've seen AZ Fudd in an NCAA tournament game?
728 days.
Like right. That is
625,600 minutes.
Long. We were in the building when she put up 28 points at South Carolina. AZ Fudd's ability to shoot the basketball 43% from beyond the arc this season opens up everything for the UConn offense, and she's just fun to watch.
When I told her this week how many days it had been, she goes, wow. And she also said she was incredibly nervous, but just so excited when she thought about the journey to get back here. Again, you're going to see UConn facing Arkansas State, 1 o'clock on ABC. But coming up on ESPN2 at 1:30, it's our 5-12 matchup. Alabama and Sarah Ashley Barker, first team All-SEC, taking on Green Bay. Again, that is on ESPN2. As we are getting you ready for day 2, everybody's trying to hide their stuff and be on their best behavior. Are we good? You can fly by this way and we'll be just fine.
We got it.
Swing around.
No socks today.
There we go. I'm actually wearing slides today.
No socks.
I'm doing it.
I'm slides.
Forgot to moisturize? No, you didn't. Introducing our first ever body wash for 24-hour lotion soft skin straight from the shower with millions of micro moisture droplets. Try new Dove body wash.
Finally done.
Done with what?
I just signed 1,819,154 thank you cards for people who bought subs on last year's Day of Giving.
Danny, on March 26th, we're doing another Day of Giving.
Another Day of Giving.
Yep, each year we give 100% of sales to local charities.
Oh. This year we do a group text. Join us this Wednesday, March 26th for Jersey Mike's annual Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
So what's retirement look like for Sue Bird?
Relaxing hobbies.
Crap. Okay.
Enjoying nature.
What? I'm not going to do that.
That's freaking me out.
You're allergic, so life insurance.
Staying active.
Oh, no.
Accident insurance.
It's a lot, so I need my savings to last.
And annuities. Let's plan.
Symetra Life Insurance Company, your teammate for whatever lies ahead.
How do you feel about skydiving?
What you got to say?
New Balance. We got now.
My corporate career path was set, but my dream was too big for a cubicle. So I traded my desk job for my dream job. My mom thought I was crazy. With Adobe Express, I can easily create content to build my business. One dumpling and one post at a time. Turns out, sometimes crazy is just another word for following your heart.
Uber Eats is delivering more deals so you can watch more basketball. Right now, get a buy one, get one pizza from Little Caesars to get food to watch basketball. And then more food to watch more basketball. Order now, only on Uber Eats.
When being ignored isn't your idea of friendly service.
Hello?
Hello? Sarah?
It matters where you stay. Hilton, for this day.
In the Studio is presented by new whole body deodorant from Degree for all day odor protection from your pits to your feet.
I'll always be the one to encourage you to put on your sitting britches. 16 more games today, half the round of 32.
Don't go anywhere.
Said. Don't go
About to be
anywhere.
lit.
Especially because after this, we'll get you back to Norman for second half action for Murray State, Iowa. Thanks for watching. Degree in the studio.
A surprise entry into the dunk contest this year, the Aflac Dunk.
With Coach Don Staley, the Ducks setting up for late attack.
That's a big gap to cover for a small duck.
Y'all haven't seen the way Aflac helps close the gap left by health insurance? Watch this.
Aflac does pay people money for expenses not covered by health insurance.
That's nasty.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Find an agent, get a quote at Aflac.com. Turn the lights off, it's over.
The Cheeriotic Table of Elements. Everything from Get Loudium to On Your Feet for Us.
Professor, is this one a final?
This is how you get to the final. That's Fandom U. You prepared to get loud? Oh, you're ready. It's all part of the curriculum. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets. Class dismissed.
As a contractor, I find sometimes the most impactful thing you can say is what you do on your own home. A couple of years ago, we put a pool in our backyard, my wife and I. There was only one choice for the decking around the new pool. We used TimberTech because of the low maintenance on the product. You can install it and just enjoy it for its lifetime.
Epay, Redwood. I mean, after 1 year, you're sanding and refinishing if you want to keep that sharp look. If you don't want to sand and oil every year, you want low maintenance, go with TimberTech.
What if you could have shades like these for a fraction of big brand prices